What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Thursday, September 1st, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Chris Brown was released from jail Tuesday on a $250,000 bond after he was taken into custody on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon. Singer's attorney Mark Gregos confirmed the news on Twitter, writing, "Thanks to everyone for their support and well wishes. Chris is out and well. The allegations against him are demonstrably false. #Team Breezy." Brown was arrested Tuesday following an hour-long standoff with police in which the 27-year-old remained inside his Hilltop Tarzana home as authorities awaited a warrant to enter. Police were called to the residence after a woman, pageant queen Bailey Curran, called 911 to claim that Brown had pointed a gun at her during a fit of rage inside his home. In an interview with E! News, Curran said that she feared for her life after she was confronted about admiring some jewelry that was on display. Curran said, "I admired this one piece, a diamond cross necklace. I did not pick it up. I did not touch it, take it, or grab it, any to that sort." That's when Chris Brown kind of went off, pulled out a gun, and said, "Get out." During his standoff with police, Brown posted a series of now-deleted videos on Instagram in which he denied any wrongdoing. Brown is set to appear in court on September 20th, according to sheriff's records obtained by Us Weekly. Deadpool screenwriters Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick says that star Ryan Reynolds paid to have them remain on set during production of the film. The writing duo mentioned to host Kevin Smith on the latest episode of AMC's Geeking Out, "We were on set every day. Interestingly, Ryan wanted us there." They continued by saying, "We were on the project for 6 years. It was really a core creative team for us, Ryan, and director Tim Miller." He also added, "Fox, interestingly, wouldn't pay us to be on set. Ryan Reynolds paid out of his own money, out of his own pocket." The filmmaking team of Reese, Wernick, and Miller are set to return alongside the actor for Deadpool 2, which, according to producer Simon Kinberg, will begin production in 2017. Kinberg, in June, said during the 42nd Annual Saturn Awards, "The guys, Paul and Rhett, are working on the script, and we hope to have a script very soon. We hope to shoot the movie sometime at the beginning of next year." Recently, Kyle Chandler and Mackenzie Davis were linked to key roles in the sequel, with Chandler rumored to be taking on fan-favorite mutant Nathan Summers, a.k.a. Cable, while Davis could potentially portray Nina Thurman, a.k.a. Domino. Karen Gillan has signed on to play Martha in the upcoming star-studded Jumanji continuation starring Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Nick Jonas. Gillan, who fans know for her roles in Doctor Who, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Selfie, reportedly beat out A-list actresses for the role, which took months to cast. Johnson announced news on his Instagram, calling Gillian's role the most important in the film and saying that she had the, quote, guts, nerve, and talent to stand her ground and hold her own with the cast. He wrote alongside with the hashtag #GingerTough, "I'm proud to announce a girl who was playing the most important role in our movie, the talented, beautiful, and down for a Scottish fight at any time, Miss at Callan Gillian official." Johnson also clarified that this movie is not a remake, but rather a continuation of the 1995 version of Jumanji, which starred the late Robin Williams. Johnson said, "We start production next month in Hawaii. As many of you already know, this isn't a remake or reboot, but a continuation of the awesome Jumanji story we love." The film currently is set to be released on July 28, 2017. ABC will continue airing the Academy Awards ceremonies honoring excellence in film through 2020. Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science President Cheryl Boone Isaacs said in a statement Wednesday, "We are honored to continue our story and successful partnership with ABC in broadcasting the most watched live entertainment event of the year. In 2028, we'll mark the Oscars' 100th anniversary, and ABC is the perfect partner to help us celebrate the magic of movies with our fans. On behalf of the Academy, I thank Jim Gananopoulos, our Academy Treasurer and Chair of the Board's Finance Committee, and Disney's ABC's Ben Sherwood for leading these efforts." Sherwood, who's the chairman of Disney Media Networks and president of Disney ABC Television Group, said, "After hosting the Academy Awards for more than 50 times, ABC has become the home of Hollywood's most prestigious and glamorous night of television. With this new landmark agreement, ABC is proud to showcase the Oscars all the way to their centennial celebration operation in 2028. Broadcasting television brings together the biggest audience with high-quality live events, and ABC has the brightest, boldest lineup in the business. We look forward to teaming with the Academy to bring Oscar Sunday to even greater creative heights as we spotlight motion picture magic and honor the achievements of the most talented members of the film industry. The 89th Annual Academy Awards Gala is to take place on February 26th at the Dolby Theater at Hollywood and Highland Center in Los Angeles. No host has been announced yet. Chris Rock was the MC of this year's event in March when Spotlight was declared 2015's Best Picture. Game of Thrones and Hunger Games actress Natalie Dormer will star in the film adaptation of The Professor and the Madman. The Rap reports Dormer will join Mel Gibson and Sean Penn in the movie based on Simon Winchester's novel about the creation of the Oxford English Dictionary. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Dormer will play a widow whose husband was killed by an insane asylum inmate and dictionary contributor Dr. W.C. Minor, played by Penn. Penn and Dormer's character will reportedly engage in a complicated romance after Penn's character offers to help her family. Gibson will produce the film and portray Professor James Murray, who began compiling the dictionary. The film will be directed by Farhad Sarfina, who wrote Gibson's 2006 film Apocalypto. Terminator 2 Judgment Day is receiving a theatrical 3D re-release in 2017. The news was confirmed Monday on the film's official Facebook page alongside a new movie poster featuring star Arnold Schwarzenegger. The date, August 29th, symbolizes when Skynet became self-aware in the series and begins to eradicate humanity. The post reads, August 29th, 1997, the day Skynet first became self-aware. August 29th, 2016, the day you first saw the brand new poster for Terminator 2 in 3D, coming to theaters in December 17th. Originally released in 1991, Terminator 2, directed by James Cameron, was a box office smash and is considered a sci-fi action classic. Cameron said in a statement about the 3D re-release, according to Collider, if you've never seen it, this will be the version you want to see and remember. Terminator 2 was followed up by 2003's Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, 2009's Terminator Salvation, and 2015's Terminator Genesis, all of which Cameron had no involvement in. Genesis, which starred Schwarzenegger, is unlikely to receive a sequel due to its poor box office performance. Frederick Schmidt is headed for Supergirl on the CW. The actor confirmed he will appear on the show's upcoming second season by retweeting his agent's post about his casting Tuesday. Entertainment Weekly had reportedly earlier in the day said that Schmidt will play the supervillain Metallo. The character will appear in at least 2 episodes, beginning with the Season 2 premiere on October 10th. In the DC Comics, Metallo begins as the journalist and secret murderer John Corbin. The character will develop his powers in Supergirl after being badly injured in a fight with Supergirl, played by Vanessa Benoist, and Superman, played by Tyler Hoechlin. Benoist returns as Kara Danvers, a.k.a. Supergirl, in a Season 2 poster released this week. Executive producer Andrew Kreisberg recently told Collider that he can't wait for fans to see the new season. Schmidt has previously appeared in such films as Starred Up, Snow in Paradise, and Second Coming. He's also slated for Patient Zero with Natalie Dormer and Brimstone with Dakota Fanning. Netflix says it has ordered a second season of its hit sci-fi series Stranger Things. The 9 fresh episodes are scheduled to debut in 2017. The story will take place in the fall of 1984. Writer-creators Matt and Ross Duffer will return to helm the sophomore edition, but no casting or plot details have been officially announced yet. Season 1 star Winona Ryder, David Harbour, Finn Wolfhard, Miley Brown, Gaten Matrezano, Caleb McLaughlin, Noah Schnapp, Natalia Dwyer, Carla Buenio, Charles Heaton, and Matthew Modine. The streaming service, they described the 1983 set first season, which focused on the disappearance of a young boy and his friends and family efforts to save him, as a love letter to the supernatural classics of the 80s. Duffer said in a recent interview with IGN that a hypothetical season 2 would likely feature justice but no return for Shannon Purser's dead character Barb. The filmmakers also hinted Modine's Dr. Martin Brenner could be back since his fate was left unclear. And speaking of Shannon Purser, the Strange Things actress and Robin Gibbons have joined the CW's upcoming live-action Archie series, Riverdale. According to Entertainment Weekly, Purser, who last portrayed fan-favorite character Barb on the hit Netflix thriller, is set to star as Archie's character Ethel Muggs for at least 3 episodes. Muggs, similar to Barb, is a shy teenager who secretly has a crush on the Jughead, portrayed by Cole Sprouse. However, in Riverdale, she will find herself in a relationship with someone else. Gibbons, according to Deadline, will appear as Mayor Sierra Mayor McCoy on Riverdale in a recurring role. Described as powerful and fabulous, Mayor McCoy will struggle to guide the town through a mysterious murder and help set up an upcoming 75th anniversary celebration for the area. Interestingly, Mayor McCoy is also the mother of Archie character Josie, played by Ashley Murray of Josie and the Pussycats fame. Announced back in February, Riverdale will offer a bold, subversive take on Archie, Betty, Veronica, and their friends, exploring small-town life and the darkness and weirdness bubbling beneath Riverdale's wholesome facade, according to an official description. It continues by saying the show will focus on the eternal love triangle of Archie Andrews, girl next door Betty Cooper, and rich socialite Veronica Lodge, and will include the entire cast of characters from the comic book, including Archie's rival Reggie Mantle and his slacker best friend Jughead Jones. Purser and Givens will be joined by K.J. Appa, who plays Archie, Camila Mendez, who plays Veronica, and Lily Reinhart, who plays Betty. Developed by Roberto Aguilar Sacasa, who created Glee, and executive produced by Greg Berlanti, who produced Arrow and The Flash, Riverdale is set to premiere in mid-season on the CW. Craig Robertson and Adam Scott are poised to star in Fox's potential new comedy Ghosted, which is being hailed as the comedic X-Files. Ghosted centers around skeptic Leroy Wright, played by Robinson, and paranormal expert Max Allison, played by Scott, as they are hired by the Underground Investigative Secret Service to look into the unexplained activity in Los Angeles, which could ultimately threaten the human race. Robinson and Scott previously starred together in 2015's Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Fox nabbed the comedy, which was reportedly in high demand among the networks, from writer and executive producer Tom Vermishian, who wrote the screenplay for Zac Efron's That Awkward Moment. Nick Viall has been named the next star of The Bachelor. The ABC dating competition series will return for its 21st season in January. Viall was the runner-up on both Caitlin Bristow's and Andy Dorfman's season of The Bachelorette, as well as a participant on the third season of Bachelors in Paradise. The show's website says The Bachelor Season 21 means new beginnings for Nick. This time he'll be the one handing out the roses and hopefully finally finding his happy ending. Gisele Bundchen led the list of fashion top earners, with relative newcomers Kendall Jenner and Karlie Kloss climbing into the top 5. Bundchen grossed over $30 million from June 2015 to June 2016 and has remained the highest earning model since 2002, thanks to the lucrative deals with Chanel, Carolina Herrera, and Pantheon. Bundchen also boasts her own line of lingerie and skincare, which helped her keep her at the top of the pack. In second place is Victoria's Secret's longest-running angel, Adriana Lima, with $10.5 million, her largest annual paycheck to date. In addition to runways and catalogs, Lima lent her face to Maybelline and IWC watches. Third place, Jenner used social media to prepare her career, boasting more Instagram followers than any model on the list, and to generate a 150% increase in her earnings for 2016. Deals with Estee Lauder and Calvin Klein have earned Jenner $10 million, making her the list's biggest gainer year over year. Jenner also used her reality star fame to launch a swimwear line with sister Kylie. Karlie Kloss tied with Jenner for third, with the most campaigns, working for 18 brands in the last year. Kloss Express, L'Oreal, and Swarovski deals helped her double her earnings since 2015. Gigi Hadid and Rosie Huntington-Whiteley each earned $9 million to land at number 5. They lead the list of newcomers that include other Victoria's Secret models Lily Aldridge, Jasmine Tooks, and Taylor Hill, who at 20 is the youngest to nab a spot on the list. Paget Brewster has been promoted to series regular ahead of the season 12 premiere of Criminal Minds, CBS announced. The actress, who co-starred on the show from 2006 to 2012, was scheduled to return as a guest in multiple episodes this season. However, she signed on as a full-time cast member after veteran Criminal Minds star Thomas Gibson was fired for allegedly being abusive to the show's staff. Brewster's first new appearance as Emily Prentice is slated to air on October 12th. Erica Messer, the show's executive producer and showrunner, said in a statement, "We're all so excited to have Paget with us full-time. The BAU family have definitely missed her, on screen and off. Having her back on set has been great. It's like she never left." Travis Fimmel, Kate Bosworth, William Finchner, and Forrest Whitaker are set to star in the fact-based heist movie Finding Steve McQueen. Mark Steven Johnson is to direct the film, which will feature in supporting roles John Finn, Rice Colio, and Louis Lombardi. Set in 1972, it follows a gang of thieves from Ohio who attempt to steal $30 million in illegal contributions and blackmail money from President Richard Nixon's secret fund. Keith Sharon and Ken Hickson penned the screenplay, and principal photography is to begin next month in Atlanta. Adriana Ivaliano said in a statement, aligning a cast of this caliber with a fearless director like Mark has us all excited to see this story come to life. This is an explosive, character-driven film, smartly told in a way that will keep audiences guessing throughout. We're eager to bring this amazing group together and start shooting in just a couple of weeks. Producer Silvia Mugraglia says, this is the most amazing script I've ever read. It's hard to believe it actually is a true story. I'm proud and excited to bring it to the screen with such a talented director and a great cast. Actors Jena Malone and boyfriend Ethan DeLorenzo are engaged. The 31-year-old actress announced the news in an Instagram post Tuesday, 3 months after giving birth to their son, Ode Mountain. Malone captured a close-up photo of her son. One day, after all the youthful rushing quiets in your heart, you realize there's nothing more you need. She added, nothing more you want to achieve than to build your life around love, and oh, the things we will get to build together. I couldn't be happier. I love you, Ethan. Hashtag I said yes. Malone and DeLorenzo, a singer and photographer, welcomed Ode in May following a baby moon trip to Yosemite National Park. The actress gushed about DeLorenzo in a post the next month, calling him the living, breathing definition of a true partner. She wrote, your sacrifice and dedication to the ones you love, your patience and humor, your warm heart, you're the best man I've ever met, and I can't wait to watch you become what you were destined to become, an amazing father. Malone is known for playing Johanna Manson in the Hunger Games film series and since appeared in The Neon Demon. She will next star in Bottom of the World with vinyl actor Douglas Smith. Popular BBC series Sherlock is gearing up for season 4. The show's official Facebook page released a photo Wednesday of Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman as brooding Sherlock Holmes and John Watson. The caption reads, the boys will be back soon. Here's the first official picture of hashtag Sherlock and John from Series 4. Season 4 completing filming this month and is expected to premiere in 2017. The season will feature the return of Holmes' presumed dead nemesis Jim Moriarty, played by Andrew Scott, and will reportedly be darker than the previous seasons. Amanda Abington, who plays Mary Marstan, said at the San Diego Comic-Con in July, it's really dark. It's the darkest executive producer Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss have written. If we can pull this off, then it's amazing. Sherlock released the first trailer for season 4 the same month. The show is expected to continue through season 5, although Moffat recently had doubts when he spoke to The Telegraph. He admitted, I don't know how long we can keep going. I personally willing, but I'm hardly the main draw. I will be moderately surprised if season 4 was the last time we ever made this show, but it absolutely could be. Blac Chyna says there's more to her than meets the eye. The 28-year-old model admitted in the October issue of Elle that she hopes Robyn Chyna, her E-Series with fiancé Rob Kardashian, will help change the public's often negative perception of who she is. She says, I want to show people my personality, that I'm not just a pretty face, what some people paint me out to be, this bad person, this stripper hoe. I want them to see me as a mom, a businesswoman, a growing being. Blac Chyna, who is mom to 3-year-old son King with ex-fiancé Tigger, is pregnant and expecting her first child with Kardashian. The model has made constant headlines since she was first linked to the 29-year-old reality star in January. She said of Robyn Chyna, we'll bring people into our world and then they will start rooting for us. And when you have people rooting you on, it always makes things better. She also added, Rob is going through his depression, but I feel like if he has the support from fans and people from the outside, it will help. Helps to have people around to give you that confidence. Much of the buzz surrounding Blac Chyna and Kardashian is based on the model's rise from stripper to in-demand celebrity and her past tensions with the Kardashian family. She had shared some hopes for Robyn Chyna in the September issue for Paper magazine. The star said, I'm excited about fans getting to know me as a person and not as a thing or face. I'm funny and smart, and they'll see me as a mom with several businesses. Just keep everything going. She also added, I'm looking forward to showing my relationship with Rob, our day-to-day, our struggles, and what we're dealing with, positive and negative. I hope when people think about Blac Chyna, they think of a mogul and entrepreneur. Blac Chyna worked at the famed strip club King of Diamonds in Miami, Florida, before turning her focus to club appearances and her own cosmetic lines. Robyn Chyna will premiere September 11th on E! Taylor Kitsch is returning to television to portray real-life religious cult leader David Koresh in a new limited series entitled Waco. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the currently in development project will depict the 1993 FBI siege of Koresh's Branch Davidians compound in Waco, Texas, that led to the death of over 80 people after it was set on fire. Kish will be joined by Michael Shannon as lead FBI negotiator Gary Nonsern and rapper Chris Bridges as Branch Davidian member Wayne Martin. The series will focus on the 51-day standoff Koresh had with authorities before the siege was initiated. Waco is being scripted by brothers John Eric and Drew Dowell of No Escape fame, with John Eric set to direct. Shannon and Kish have also signed on to executive produce, while the Weinstein Company plans to shop the series to network soon. Waco marks a return to television for Kish, who was last seen in Season 2 of HBO's crime thriller True Detective. The actor is best known for his role on Friday Night Lights, is sticking to television following box office disappointments John Carter and Battleship. A new talk show called Bill Nye Saves the World is scheduled to debut on Netflix in the spring. Nye was the creator and star of the Emmy Award-winning television series Bill Nye the Science Guy, which ran for 5 seasons. He was also a recent contestant on Dancing with the Stars. Nye said in a statement Wednesday, "Since the start of the Science Guy show, I've been on a mission to change the world by getting people everywhere excited about the fundamental ideas in science. Today I'm excited to be working with Netflix on a new show where we'll discuss the complex scientific issues facing us today, with episodes on vaccinations, genetically modified foods, and climate change. With the right science and good writing, we'll do our best to enlighten and entertain our audiences, and perhaps we'll change the world a little." His next small screen project will see the scientist, comedian, and author interviewing special guests as well as conducting experiments. Mel Brooks paid tribute to Gene Wilder Tuesday on The Tonight Show, days after the iconic comedian's death. Brooks explained to host Jimmy Fallon he was sick, and I knew it. And he was such a dear friend, I expected that he would go, but when it happens, it's still tremendous. It's a big shock. I'm still reeling from No More Gene. I can't call him. He was such a wonderful part of my life. Brooks collaborated with Wilder as director in several comedy classics, including The Producers, Blazing Saddles, and Young Frankenstein. Fallon then asked the filmmaker about the first time he met Wilder. He says, "I met him when my late wife Anne Bancroft was doing Mud of Courage, a Bertolt Brecht play, and Gene was in it. He was a champion. He came backstage and I got to know him a little bit. The champion is a great part. It's sad and funny. It's touching and it can be amusing." So he said, "Why are they always laughing at me?" I said, "Look in the mirror. Blame it on God." The story continued. Brooks also shared a touching story of how he told Wilder that he would be starring in The Producers after the film got financed. He said, "I took the script and I said, Gene, we got the money. We're going to make the movie. You are Leo Bloom." And I threw it on his makeup table and he burst into tears and held his face and cried. And then I hugged him. It was a wonderful moment. Hundreds of fans gathered Tuesday to see Selena's wax figure unveiled at Madame Tussauds in Los Angeles. The Wax Museum revealed its statue of the late Tejano singer more than 21 years after her death, with her brother A.B. Quintanilla, sister Suzette Quintanilla, and widower Chris Perez in attendance. Suzette told fans on Selena's official Facebook page prior to the event, "We are just elastic about being here. It's incredible. It's been 21 years, and us, on behalf of our family, we just want to say thank you." Madame Tussauds Hollywood has announced in July that Selena would be honored with the wax figure. The museum worked with the Quintanilla family to create the statue, which is valued at approximately $350,000. General Manager Colin Thomas said at the time, "At Madame Tussauds, our figures represent icons who have made a significant impact on our culture. That perfectly describes Selena." He added, "Her influence has transcended generations, and her passionate fans continue to be inspired by her to this day. We recognize and respond. We are proud to join her fans in celebrating her legacy by immortalizing her." Selena's wax figure depicts the singer in purple and black outfit she wore to her show at the Memorial Coliseum in Corpus Christi, Texas on February 7, 1993. The concert was recorded for her 1993 album, Selena Live. Selena released 4 studio albums before she was killed by former friend Yolanda Salivar at the age of 23 in 1995. She will also be honored with the posthumous star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2017. Garth Brooks, Luke Bryan, Chris Stapleton, Carrie Underwood, and Keith Urban were all nominated Wednesday for the CMA Entertainer of the Year. Underwood, Urban, and Dierks Bentley each received 4 nods, and Tim McGraw earned 3. Sarah Turnham, the CMA Chief Executive Officer, said in a statement, "I'm very excited about this year's list of nominees. We have artists who have received their first CMA Awards nomination decades ago alongside first-timers. We have critically acclaimed songwriters and artists who have reset the bar for country music. This is going to be an exciting exciting year in addition to celebrating the 50th anniversary of the CMA Awards. For Single of the Year, the nominees include Die a Happy Man, performed by Thomas Raitt, Humble and Kind, performed by Tim McGraw, My Church, performed by Maren Morris, Nobody to Blame, performed by Chris Stapleton, and Record Year, performed by Eric Church. Album of the Year, the nominees include Black by Dierks Bentley, Hero by Maren Morris, Mr. Misunderstood by Eric Church, Ripcord by Keith Urban, and Storyteller by Carrie Underwood. Song of the Year, the nominees include Burning House, Die a Happy Man, Humble and Kind, Record Year, and My Church. Female Vocals of the Year, the nominees include Kelsey Ballerini, Miranda Lambert, Maren Morris, Carrie Underwood. Male Vocals of the Year, the nominees include Dierks Bentley, Eric Church, Tim McGraw, Chris Stapleton, Keith Urban. Vocal Group of the Year, the nominees include Lady Antebellum, Little Big Town, Old Dominion, Rascal Flatts, and the Zac Brown Band. Vocal Duo of the Year, the nominees include Brothers Osborne, Dan and Shay, Florida Georgia Line, Joey and Rory, and Maddie and Tay. Winners are to be announced November 2nd during a broadcast on ABC, live from the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Underwood and Brad Paisley will serve as hosts of the event. Selena Gomez plans on taking some time away from the spotlight in order to deal with complications related to her lupus diagnosis. The singer said in a statement to People magazine, "As many of you know, around a year ago I revealed that I had lupus, an illness that can affect people in different ways. I discovered that anxiety, panic attacks, and depression can be side effects of lupus, which can present their own challenges. I want to be proactive and focus on maintaining my health and happiness, and have decided that the best way forward is to take some time off. Thank you to all my fans for your support. You know how special you are to me, but I need to face this head on to ensure I'm doing everything possible to be my best. I know I am not alone by sharing this. I hope others will be encouraged to address their own issues." According to a source close to the 24-year-old singer, they have declared that she decided to clear her calendar for the year in order to have this to be her priority for future happiness, and didn't want to leave any promoters at bay, and feels relieved that she can now make more sense of why she was feeling the way she was, and is optimistic about the future. Gomez first revealed she had lupus in October of 2015, a time when the same old love star was in the mix of another break. She said at the time, "I was diagnosed with lupus. I've been through chemotherapy. That's what my break was really about. I could have had a stroke." Gomez continued, "I wanted so badly to say, you guys have no idea, I'm in chemotherapy. I locked myself away until I was confident and comfortable again." And here are the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of September 10th. Number 10, Shawn Mendes with Treat You Better. Number 9, Adele with Send My Love to Your New Lover. Number 8, Drake featuring Wizkid and Kayla with One Dance. Number 7, The Chainsmokers featuring Die with Don't Let Me Down. Number 6, Calvin Harris featuring Rihanna with This Is What You Came For. Number 5, 21 Pilots with Ride. Number 4, 21 Pilots with Heathens. Number 3, Sia featuring Sean Paul with Cheap Thrills. Number 2, Major Lazer featuring Justin Bieber and M.O. with Cold Water. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of September 10th, The Chainsmokers featuring Halsey with Closer. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 2007, Into the Wild, a film directed and co-written by Sean Penn and based on the true story of a young adventurer who died in Alaska, debuts at the Telluride Film Festival before opening in wide release the following month. Into the Wild was based on John Crowker's 1996 best-selling nonfiction book of the same name about Chris McCandless, who after graduating from college in 1990 dropped out of society, gave away his money and car, and began wandering around the United States. He eventually traveled to Alaska, where he spent several months living in the wilderness, sleeping in an abandoned bus, and keeping a journal chronicling his thoughts and experiences. In August of 1992, McCandless died at the age of 24, possibly of starvation or from eating some toxic seeds. His body was discovered in the bus several weeks later. In the film, the actor Emil Hirsch played McCandless. He reportedly lost 40 pounds for the role. In addition, the veteran actor Hal Holbrook, who received the Best Supporting Actor Oscar nomination for his performance as an older man who meets McCandless on the way and thinks of him as a kind of grandson. The acclaimed cast Into the Wild included Catherine Kenner, William Hurt, Vince Vaughn, Jena Malone, and Marcia Gay Harden. Excuse me. And as your entertainment report for Thursday, September 1st, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.